give this speech, I was so excited because I thought I would have so much to say. I mean, we've all been together for about a year and a half now, and we really have become such a close-knit family, where on most days, I see them more than my actual family. But when I sat down to write, I didn't know where to start. I kept thinking, how can we put everything that we've experienced together into just a few words? So I decided that I would start at the very beginning. I remember walking in on the first day of school, and it felt like being a little kid again, where you're not sure where to go, or who you want to sit with at lunch, or if you want to sit in the front of the class and make a good impression, or sit in the back of the class and just try to blend in. Which, for the record, is exactly what I did. I stayed in the very back row of the class. Blending in didn't work out very well since I'm giving this speech today, but it's okay. I remember being so nervous walking into the lobby and seeing the cohort above us, cohort 2025, who were all already friends and laughing about their winter break. And I remember thinking, I can't imagine feeling that comfortable here. But when I continued to look around, I saw some other people from our cohort. We all met in the corner of the lobby by the water cooler, and we kept talking about how excited but nervous we were to start this program. And as rude as it sounds, I was so happy that everybody was feeling just as nervous as I was. It made me realize that I wasn't alone, and that everything we had yet to experience, we would all experience together. And through this program, we would need to lean on each other and support one another. Sitting in that first class, I could immediately tell how smart my classmates were. I remember that very first week, I felt like I was Googling every other word that came out of their mouths, which I'm sure they all heard since apparently I typed super loudly. So sorry about that. But I really was so intimidated by how smart and driven and passionate my cohort was. From that day on, we've shared many highs and lows together. Grad school, as we all know, is no easy thing. We didn't just sign up to learn, we signed up to be challenged, and trust me, we really were. There are weeks where we felt like maybe we were on top of everything, and there are others where we were just trying to keep our heads above water. Some days we'd walk out of class fully confident and energized, and other days our brains were so overwhelmed learning new conditions and acronyms that it felt like the professors were just speaking random letters at that point. We wrestled trying to understand every theory and learn how to score each assessment. We worked through how to transfer each other, learned how to set up our physical agent modalities. We memorized all the values for MMT and range of motion. And then we finally tried to figure out how to document it all within 15 minutes. But through it all, our cohort showed up. Not just academically, but emotionally as well. We reminded each other of deadlines, we shared notes, we practiced together in the labs, and we sent each other encouragement when someone was clearly having a rough day. Together, we created a space where it was okay to not know the answer, and it was normal to ask each other for help. I'll always be grateful for the times when someone would flash me a smile during a presentation, or send a meme in our group chat after a tough exam, or even when Brooke would try to hype us all up in the parking lot by playing Eye of the Tiger over and over on repeat. And in between the stress and studying, we always made room for joy and laughter too. Whether it was an extremely competitive round in Kahoot, or playing Squid Games in our neuro lab, or just talking and laughing way too hard in the lobby that we have to be reminded that there are still other people in classes. I'll never forget the Valentine's days where we'd bring each other little gifts and pass them out like we're in elementary school again. Or the culture day where we got to try each other's cooking for the first time. Or how we would all go out to eat to celebrate after each round of finals. And that's what's made this journey so meaningful. Not just the learning, but the people and the relationships that we've built together. And now focusing on the present, I get a lot of encouraging comments like, oh, you're so lucky, you're almost done. And these are comments that I got while I was in the program too. My classmates would say, oh, I got so lucky I passed that test by 1%. Or I got so lucky they asked me a question I actually knew the answer to. And something that I wanted to say, especially to my cohort, is luck has nothing to do with it. Luck isn't the reason that we're here today. It isn't the reason that we're getting these pins. And it's definitely not the reason that we're going to be great clinicians. The reason is because of our courage and perseverance. We got here because we worked for it every single day. We showed up, and we studied hard, and we never gave up even when it felt impossible. One of my favorite quotes is from Brene Brown, who said, "You can choose courage, or you can choose comfort. You cannot have both." And each of us has chosen courage, over and over again. Courage to learn, and to be uncomfortable, and to open ourselves up to criticism, and to keep going, even when everything felt hard. And now stepping into fieldwork, we're still going to make mistakes. We're still going to have tough days and moments of doubt, and we'll have to continue to have that courage and perseverance that has kept us here, because fieldwork will demand it from us. And by doing this, we'll get to witness joy and healing and hope from our patients. And we'll get to change lives. And we'll remember why we chose this profession and worked so hard to get to this point. We're about to step into a world that desperately needs compassion, understanding, creativity, and resilience. And that is exactly who we've become. Compassionate, understanding, creative, resilient occupational therapists. I'm sad I won't get to sit next to you all in class anymore, or whisper quietly during lectures, or just have random conversations with people when we're doing group projects. I'm sad I won't get to see Matt whip out his Uno deck at lunch, or bring his Nintendo Switch so everyone can play. I'll miss Jo surprising us with her cookies or Rice Krispie treats or other sweet goodies she brings when we're having a tough week. I don't even know what I'll do when my computer stops working in fieldwork and Louie won't be around the corner to help me. But even though we won't be in the same room anymore, the bond we've built will stay with us wherever we go. And of course, none of this would be possible without our faculty. I want to say thank you to all the professors and administrators who have been on this journey with us. We have learned so much from you over the past year and a half. You have taught us not only clinical knowledge and skills that we will need in the field, but also how to lead with empathy, passion, and heart, which in my opinion is a much greater lesson than anything found in a textbook, all of which I did read. Thank you for pushing us when we needed to be pushed, and believing in us when we didn't even believe in ourselves. Your guidance and support has shaped us into the clinicians we are today, and for that we are truly grateful. And to the families, friends, and loved ones who are here with us, and to those who could not be here with us today, I want to thank you. Please know you've been a huge part of all of our journeys to get to this point. We wouldn't have made it through without your constant support and encouragement. Thank you for being there through all the tears and all the venting and complaining I'm sure you've had to endure. I know my own family is probably sick of it by now, but that's just too bad. Your patience, love, and faith in us has carried us through. I'm happy to say that you're all a huge part of our accomplishment today, and I hope you take pride in this milestone just as much as we do. Finally, to my incredible cohort, I am proud of each and every one of us. We faced many challenges that have tested us and pushed us to our limits. But here we are, still standing strong together, ready to take the next step into the next chapter of our lives. We've not only grown in skill, but in drive and resilience. We carry with us the lessons we've learned, the bonds we've built, and a deep passion for this growing profession. As we move forward, please remember you are never alone. We have built a community here that believes in us and supports us. Let's go out into the world confident to make a difference and courageous to face every new challenge. This is still only the beginning for us, and I can't wait to see